Well, and we tend to use the word relationship violence or relational abuse. Domestic violence, it was originally coined meaning that violence or abuse that was occurring within the home. And unfortunately, it was treated completely differently than violence outside the home. The very thing that would have gotten you arrested and put in jail if it was done to a stranger, if it's done to somebody that you were married to or living with, often nothing would happen, which to me is a thing most strange, that the very people that are to care about us the most will be hurting us and not be held accountable to that. But if you look at the research, psychological abuse is every bit as damaging than physical abuse. And so if you look at the whole field of relational violence, domestic violence, relationship abuse, it's basically treating another person as if you're in charge of them in a very negative way. You want to make them feel bad. You want to make them do what you want them to do instead of what they want to do. Now, some little kids would say, yeah, that's how my parents treat me. They think they're in charge of me. But of course, a parent has the best, hopefully has the best outcome that they desire for their child. But two grown-ups in a relationship where one is trying to tell the other what they can and cannot do, what they can and cannot wear, who they can see. I'm going to be in control of the money. I'm going to be in control of the cell phones. And you need to do what I tell you to do. And, you know, you're really not worth very much, and no one's ever going to want to be with you. And you're kind of damaged goods. And they can look at you with this dead serious face and tell you, I bet that didn't even feel very good right now for me to look at you and tell you those things. Can you imagine hearing words like that every day? And to add to that then the threat of violence or the threat of a reputation being ruined. I know many women who have been in, and men as well, but mostly women who have been in bad relationships where they're told, if you leave me, I'm going to tell everybody this or this or this terrible lie about a person. You know, that you gave AIDS to 8 people while you were married to me, or you know. So there's layer after layer of abuse that goes into many of these relationships. It's not just a matter of he hits me when he gets drunk, although that's very common as well. In most relationships where there is relational violence, there is rape and sexual abuse, and most people don't name it, and they assume, well, he wants to have sex, and if I don't give it to him, it's going to be terrible, so I'm going to give it to him. Well, that's actually sexual assault if you don't have the 2 consenting adults. So I don't think there's a concise definition of domestic violence or relationship violence, but if you're not happy and healthy and feeling completely relaxed and uplifted in a relationship, I would say rethink the relationship and find a safe and effective way of moving out of that relationship.